So now I will go straight down and wash off my makeup because I feel like I need to take this off. It looks very patchy right here, and yeah, I'm just not into this look at all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Linn. Thank you for stopping by. So today I have a pretty exciting video. I picked up some goodies from CAIA Cosmetic. I haven't tested out anything from this brand before, so I'm pretty excited to see how these products work. So last week, CAIA Cosmetic launched their first foundation and concealer. So I jumped on their website, I picked up these two products. I'm so excited to test them out, see how I like them. So this will kind of be a first impression review of these products. I also picked up some other products just because I wanted to try out some more products. So I picked up the setting spray, a blush, a highlighter, and also a bronzer. So in this video, I will let you know my honest opinion of what I think about these products, if they work, if you should purchase or pass. So be sure to give this video a like, and also if you're new and you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and put on your post notifications. So if you want to see what I think about these products and how they work, then please keep watching. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take one side of my face and I will apply my regular primer, and then we will leave this side all alone, just because I want to see how this foundation really works. So I will go in with my Sensei glowing base. And by the way, I hit my head in the upper kitchen cabinets, so that's why I'm yellow. Really love how my skin looks with this primer, because this primer will give you that extra glow. And we'll see if we can see a difference with a glowing primer underneath or not. So I must say I really enjoy the packaging. It is silver. It also has the shade on top, which looks very cute. And this is the CAIA It's Iconic Liquid Silk Foundation. It also contains hyaluronic acid and also vitamin C, which is brightening and also a great vitamin for even out your complexion. This comes in 19 shades, and I picked up the shade 3W just because I am self-tan. So hopefully this will match. It looks like a good match, but we will see once we apply it, because it can oxidate. And this retails for $24. You get 30 ml in this one, which is 1 fluid ounce. And when I saw the packaging, I was like, this is so little compared to my Marley Luminous Silk, but you actually get the same amount of a product. So it says, Its Iconic Foundation provides a natural finish that lasts all day. The formula feels light on your skin and provides medium coverage. You can build up the result, it says. This light and velvety foundation creates magical results. The product contains hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and UV filters that moisturize and protect your skin. So you can't skip sunscreen, even if it has a little bit of SPF in, just because you need to apply a lot of this foundation for the SPF to actually work. And then this is not made to protect against UVA and UVB unless it is stated on the packaging. So I just wanted to address that, just because as a makeup artist, a lot of people think that if a product has SPF, you're good to go. You can skip sunscreen, but that is not the case. And hopefully this will match my neck. But so far it feels very light to apply, but it really goes into the skin very fast. So you have to work quick with this one. You cannot like go over, like you see, there is nothing left on my brush. So I can't like blend it upwards just because it has already gone into the skin. So that means that you actually will have to use a lot of product. So I feel like I look crazy orange. When you get it to the face, it looks orange. So I think I definitely would have to mix this in with another foundation that I have. But hopefully the concealer will fix it. So this is the It's Iconic Concealer. So I picked up the shade 2N in this one just because I like my concealers a little bit lighter, and I wanted this to work when I'm not self-tan as well. So at least this concealer feels a little bit more creamy. You don't have to be very fast with this one, which is a great thing. So we'll also apply some to my chin and also in my forehead. So in the concealer you get 4 milliliter, and it says that this is an opaque concealer that gives you a lovely even complexion with a natural glow. The light formula creates a natural looking result, while the high degree of coverage help to hide the imperfections and dark circles under your eye. So I will go ahead and apply my eyebrows and eyes, and then I will be right back so we can test out the other products. Now let's bronze up the skin. I picked up the CAIA bronzer in Antigua. So I really enjoy the packaging of this. It really reminds me of the Hourglass packaging. The consistency feels very silky, very smooth, and it is not powdery at all, not from what I can see when applying it. So I think this will look more like your skin, but better. So I will use a brush from MEKKA, and this is the blush brush in 401, and we're just gently going to start to build up a little bit of bronze. And this powder has a luminous sheen to it as well, which makes me excited because I really want to add some luminosity back into the skin, because now it feels very matte and very flat. So this bronzer retails for $24. So since I don't have any setting powders, I will go ahead and use my Sensei translucent powder. I'm just going to use this to carve out my contour, and hopefully this will also take away a little bit of that crazy orange color. So this is the CAIA blush, and I picked up the shade Peach Sorbet in this one. So the blush retails for $18. And as you can see, this also has that silky formula, so it will not look powdery. And we will start to dab a tiny amount on, just because you never know how pigmented these blushes will be. And I always dab the product to where I want the most product, and then I blend it out. And I think this is a blush that a lot of people will enjoy just because it don't have a lot of pigment. I hate when a blush is way too pigmented, so once it's on, you can't move it around. The color payoff is not crazy, so you're actually able to build up the intensity that you want. So this blush actually reminds me a lot of the Extra Dimension blushes from MAC, which you guys know are my favorite blushes, just because they are pressed a different way. It has that silky smooth formula, it leaves your skin luminous, and this blush really reminds me of the MAC Extra Dimension blushes, just because it is so lightweight. You really can build up that pigment if you want more. So I think a lot of people will enjoy these blushes just because they're so easy to apply. They go on like silk, so smooth, so blendable, and I think this is a great blush for those that want a very natural, subtle look. So for highlighter, I picked up the shade Portofino, and as you can see, it has the same packaging as pretty much the bronzer and also the blush. So this highlighter also retails for $24. I think this will probably be my favorite product of all the products, just because I love a good highlighter. This has the same consistency as the blush and also the bronzer. It feels very silky, very smooth, and as you can see, the pigment is really there. So let's go ahead and apply this dry and see how it works. And the brush that I'm using is a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush, which is my favorite brush for applying highlighters. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply my lips, and I'm using a lip liner from Jeffree Star, the Celebrity Skin. And then I will take my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood, and then I will top my lips with the Jeffree Star The Gloss in Control Freak. This is such a beautiful pink. I love it so much, especially mixed with this combo. So last but not least, it is time to set our face, and I picked up the CAIA That Dewy Look, which is a glow setting spray. I am so excited to try this out. This retails for $17. That Dewy Look gives your skin a glowing finish without getting oily. That is a huge statement. It is perfect for when you want to have a radiant luster with or without makeup. The spray can be used before you apply makeup to get an extra glow, but also perfect for carrying in your handbag to add a little extra luster during the day. It also says that this has a brown algae extract that helps smoothen the skin. So if you apply a lot of this, it can be a little bit too much of a scent. So if you're very sensitive to scents, I'm not sure this one will be for you, but if you love a good scent, it smells very fresh. So it says on the packaging that it has perfume in it, so if you're sensitive to that, I would probably stay away. So after spraying this on, I feel like the foundation looks better. It looks a little bit more hydrating. It doesn't look as matte and flat as it did before this spray, so I really enjoyed this spray so far. So I will have to see how my makeup lasts throughout the day before I can say if I love it, but so far I really love the first impression of this spray. So let's go through every product and I will tell you my honest opinion on these products. When it comes to the foundation, it says that this is a foundation that suits all skin types and also all ages. Like, I would say it looks a little bit more dry in my opinion, and it kind of looks a little bit patchy on the areas of my skin that is a little bit dry. So if you have very dry skin, I don't think this will be your favorite foundation, just because it seems to clinch to where you have a little bit of dryness. I also have a little bit here, and it feels like the foundation lays on a little bit heavier here, but also my smile lines look a little bit more dry than usual. And as you saw when I was blending this out, you need to apply a lot of product because it dries down so fast. And as you saw, I was going like this, and usually I can take that all over my face, just 1 or 2 pumps. This I actually had to work with for a while and add more product, and that is also maybe why it is a little bit patchy right here and also in my forehead. I felt like the coverage is great. It has a medium coverage, I would say. You can build it up. Because it is so lightweight on the skin, you can barely see that you have a heavy layer of foundation on. But keep in mind that it can be a little bit patchy on your dry areas. It also dries down matte. And as you can see on the side that I applied my glowing base from Sandside, usually when I use that with my Wet n Wild foundation, my Armani Luminous Silk, my skin gets that beautiful, beautiful glow. But on the side where I applied that primer, it looks exactly the same as this one. I just wish it was a little bit more luminous and gave me a little bit more hydration, because I feel like it is looking a little bit... This is more matte than I would imagine, and I will not recommend this if you have very, very dry skin. So when it comes to the concealer, I would say this is a great product, and it looks very good in this area right here, but closer up to my lashes, it looks a little bit clumpy and a little bit uneven in my opinion, and it feels like it sticks on where you apply it. This is very lightweight. You don't need a lot of product to actually cover up the areas, but I will keep testing this out, and I will let you know in a favorites video if I really, really enjoy this or if I would pass on this one. So it is now 9:30, which means that the makeup has been on for about 7 hours. So when it comes to the foundation, this is a lot more drier than I actually expected it to be. So I don't like how my skin looks. It actually looks very dry, very patchy, and I'm just not into it. It really enhances all my dry areas, especially around my mouth right here. It looks patchy all over here and also in my forehead. And on my nose as well, it has rubbed off a little bit. So I was very disappointed because I expected a lot from this foundation. All the reviews I've seen, everybody seems to love it, and I really hate how it looks around my mouth area. But to be honest, I don't love this. Is this my favorite foundation? No, I have tried out a lot of better foundations. I really like how it feels on my skin because it feels like a second layer of skin. It feels very natural. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel sticky. So compared to my Armani Luminous Silk, I only have 1 or 2 pumps that covers my whole face. With this one, I really had to go in, add more product because it really set to the face very fast. So I really had to work with this to get it all over my face. Maybe that is why it is a little bit patchy, because it didn't go on that smooth. So I can't say that I hate this foundation just from trying it out once. I will have to try it on with different primers and see if I mix this with my strobe cream, if it will apply a little bit better for my skin. So I would definitely not recommend this for any dry skin. If I have a client that has dry skin, I would not go for this one. This would not be my first choice to apply, especially if you have textures. I feel like this emphasizes the texture I have around here as well. So my first impression is disappointing. Everybody seems to love it, and I can't be the only one not falling in love with this foundation. And when it comes to the concealer, I must say that this is another fail in my opinion. My under eyes look so cakey. They look very patchy. They look very dry. I'm not a fan. From afar, it looks good. Like in the mirror right now, it looks so good, but I will insert some pictures right here so you can actually see how my under eyes look right now. So I have had dry under eyes for pretty much like 4 years. I struggled to find a great concealer, but this one compared to my Helena Rubinstein Magic Concealer, this was a disappointment. It looks very patchy. Some of it has disappeared, and I am just not into how my under eyes look. Also my chin area here a little bit, it looks a little bit cakey, a little bit heavy. I will of course try it out again. I will try to mix this in with a little bit of Fix Plus to see if that helps. That is a trick I do sometimes. So if you were to pick up one of these products, I would definitely say go for the foundation, especially if you don't have a lot of dryness and dry patches in your skin. I think you will love this one just because it feels very light, it feels very natural, but the end result of this one on my dry patches were not good. But I would rather pick up the foundation instead of the concealer. I was so sad because I really wanted to love these products, but I'm sure that somebody with normal under eyes that doesn't have dryness will kind of love this one. But for me, it was just a no for me so far. So I really enjoyed these products. I think the quality is great. I love the formula. I love that they are so easy to blend. They glide on so smooth and they don't look chunky, heavy, powdery, patchy or anything. And it has a little bit of sheen, which will give you a little bit of luminosity back into the skin, especially if you are using this foundation. It leaves the skin very flat, so it can be good to have a little bit of a luminous bronzer on top. And I really enjoy this product. But I would say these 3 products worked. I really love the formula. I love how it looks on my skin as well. So these will definitely be worth checking out, and the same goes for the setting spray. The only thing that was a little bit too much for me was the scent. So before I applied this dewy setting spray, my makeup were very flat, very matte. So I feel like this helped a little bit when it comes to the foundation. Everything looked a little bit more luminous. So I really enjoyed this product so far, so I would definitely try it out more to see if this can replace my YSL hydrating spray. I really enjoyed this. So if I were to recommend you to get some of these products, I would go for the blush, highlighter and bronzer, and also this setting spray. I am pretty disappointed to say that I don't like the foundation and concealers. Will try my best to make these work for me, but today it just didn't work and I'm so sad. But that is just my honest opinion and honest review of these 2 products. I'm sure if you have normal to oily skin, these will look beautiful on you, especially if you are young and have a very natural, flawless skin. But if you are like me, you are 29, you have a few lines here and there, and your skin is a little bit dry, I'm just not sure these are the best products for you. So now I will go straight down and wash off my makeup because I feel like I need to take this off. It looks very patchy right here, and yeah, I'm just not into this look at all. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you and hopefully you enjoyed seeing my review. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell and put on your post notification. And without further ado, I love you guys and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.